On the 21st of January 2019, we are going to have the very first full moon this year, and this full moon is going to be in the zodiac sign of Leo. And also, this full moon is also known as the full wolf moon. Now, the Leo, which is ruled by the sun, is an extremely powerful sign with a very strong energy, with a very strong power, with a very strong enthusiasm. And also, the Leo is always bringing us a wonderful sense of achievement. It's bringing us the wonderful sense of energy. It's bringing us the actual feeling of, like, where we can actually place ourselves like almost in a different, like a person, or where we can just look at the situation, or with another words, where we can actually just step back from the situation, what was happening in our life so far, and just look at the things from a different angle. But at the same time, when we actually when we step back and look at the things that were happening in our lives and that are happening in our lives from a different angle, at the same time we get a really beautiful sense of energy. At the same time we are going to get like a really beautiful sense of achievements. At the same time, we are also going to have a fantastic optimism and a whole new motivation that Leo is going to bring. This is just going to be so incredible, because it is going to have a fantastic influence and impact on every single one of us. And when it comes to the actual full moon in Leo, it is not only about the 21st of January 2019. It is not only about that particular day, but the energy is going to be extremely strong. And this is one of the most powerful full moons this year in 2019. And to have this as the beginning and to have this as a start, we must make the best out of it. We must use this amazing energy. And when I said that we must use this amazing Leo energy, it's just basically to try over these 6 days when this energy is just going to be really strong. So it's going to be on the 21st of January, 3 days before, on the actual 21st of January, and 3 days later. Now, these 6 days are going to be very strong and very significant when it comes to us, and very significant when it comes to our own motivation, and very significant when it comes to those things in our lives that haven't been moving really fast, and also very significant when it comes to new beginnings and a new starting point, but that are very much so connected to this current situation. Just remember, Leo is going to bring us a wonderful sense of achievement and the self-esteem and the confidence. And once we have this fantastic combination of feelings, once we have this fantastic combination of emotions, once we have this amazing power, we can just do whatever we want to do. Okay, so it's a brilliant time to start something new. It's a brilliant time for any type of negotiations. It's a brilliant time to do those things that we don't feel comfortable doing. If we are a little bit scared of doing something, or if we haven't got enough confidence, or if we haven't got enough self-esteem, if we want to make that big step, that first step, if we want to start something big, if we want to start something new, this is just going to be absolutely perfect time. And it is not only just about this wonderful Leo energy. It's an incredible and very strong and very powerful energy. We will feel not only just a great sense of achievements with what we have done, but that is just so important for our energy levels, so important for our optimism, so important for our happiness, because very often, because of lack of the energy, lack of balance, people don't appreciate how to be happy. And it's really easy to happen. It's really easy to happen. There's so many problems going on in the world. There's so many problems going on globally. There are lots of negative energies all around the world, because of the certain consciousness is just kind of rising. And what am I saying now to you, and what am I going to say now to you, is also really important. This is absolutely, I cannot stress how important this is going to be. This is not only about us just trying to do things that we can't really do, and now we just have this new shot, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, it's fantastic for career, it's fantastic for job, it's fantastic for business, It's brilliant for making like a really big steps, new steps, it's brilliant for any kind of negotiation. It's brilliant for like a new start. And it's the sharpness of the vision, it's the sharpness of the energy. It's just a feeling very close to things that we don't normally feel very close to. Leo is also going to be an amazingly influential energy that is just going to be at around this time, that is just going to help us a lot with our own reflection, and that in itself is just going to help us with our own activation. And also it's all about invocation, with the things that we want to do, with the things that we want to happen, with our own mind, with our own energy, with our own vision. It's all we need to do. It's also just maybe just throughout the day, but especially on the 21st of January, just try to kind of sit down, relax a little bit, just for a few minutes. This doesn't have to be like a long little meditations or anything like that, but just to sit down for a few minutes, just to close our eyes, just to relax completely. When we close our eyes, on the 21st of January, whichever point, this would be absolutely great to do in the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon, lunchtime, whenever. Just try to sit down and just try to like completely relax, and just try to imagine in your mind, you imagine your feet, relax your feet, first the right hand side and the left hand side, or whichever hand side you feel easier. Then you work with your mind, you work your way up, you just imagine this beautiful energy, the light, white, beautiful, powerful energy is just going up from your feet. It's going up, it comes to your knees, then it's going up, then it's going up, then it's going up, then it comes to your this area, stomach area, then it's going up, then it's going up. And as this energy is going up, you're just imagining at the same time this beautiful, powerful white light surrounding your body and protecting you against all sorts of negative energy, okay? You can do this in few minutes. It all depends. Everybody's different because everybody's on a different spiritual journey. So it all depends how long this is actually going to take. But it's so important. You can do this within like about a few minutes. There's no time limit or anything like that, like a time frame. It all depends how quickly people can actually achieve this. And then at the same time, you just kind of relax, you're just imagining, as I said, you're imagining this beautiful white light is just going up and going up and going up. And now it's just going around your head. And now, until it just joins here, and you're all doing this while you're relaxing, and while you're kind of relaxing your mind, you're relaxing your body, you're relaxing yourself, but at the same time you're making a really strong connection with yourself, you're making a really strong connection with your spirit, you're making a really strong connection, you are going to make a really strong connection with the universe. But at the same time, once you do this, once you finish this little meditation, just kind of like try to also ask the universe, ask the spirits at the same time, ask your guardian angels, whoever you wish. You just ask, which sign needs to be shown to you, what is there that needs to be shown to you, or just ask, what is my next, like this, like as you are just relaxing like this, and then that light just came up here, just ask, what would be my next step, what would be the best way for me to go around a certain problem, what would be the best area for me to go towards, what should I do, what should I work like. And this is what you do. You just ask whichever question you want to ask. This can be about the spirituality, this can be about your path, this can be about your health, this can be about a certain part of your life, this can be something about your friends, this can be something about your family, this can be something about your loved ones. You can ask just about anything at the end when you do this. And this is the moment that is just going to be so powerful. And at that moment when you do this, you basically just ask the question and then just open your eyes, and then you're just absolutely like you're just immediately, you are kind of feeling so much better. You're immediately feeling like you're part of a slightly different dimension. This is because you had like a very mini meditation, but this mini meditation is like ridiculously powerful, and it's ridiculously strong, and automatically it connects you to the slightly different dimension. But what you do is just like you almost like at the same time you're knocking on the door, on the spiritual door, on the new door of the universe, the door of your spirit guides, of your angels, the door of your God. You're knocking on this door at the same time, and you're asking, the divine spirit, you're asking the higher beings, you're asking your spirit guides, you're asking your angels, to guide you towards the right path, to guide you towards the right direction in your life, because this is all about you, this is all about new beginning, and this is all about new direction. And this is the point of actually having a mini little meditation, and this meditation I would strictly recommend to do on the 21st of January 2019, because the energy on this particular day is going to be at its peak. It's going to be very, very strong indeed. You could also do it within the 6 days, as I said, 3 days before on the actual day and 3 days later. But if you do it on this particular day, if you ask me, this is going to be the really strong day for any type of reflection. So that's why I'm just asking you to do it on this day, and then you're going to end up with a sacred message. I'm not saying that you're just going to get the message straight away, like that you're going to get a message from the spirit guide straight away. You could even get it straight away. You could even hear a message straight away in your mind. You can hear the message straight away in your head, okay? But then throughout the day, you can expect the answer. Even when you go to sleep that night, you can dream the answer. The answer is going to come to you in a really powerful way. But the point of all this exercise and the point of all this meditation, it's only because it's the full moon in Leo, which is absolutely so powerful. I cannot explain. It is going to give you the power, strength, and confidence on many different levels. It is not only about going to talk to someone, oh yeah, I'm great now, I've got so much confidence. Well, yeah, it's literally going to be like that. But it is about many different spiritual levels that I'm talking about. And that's why I need people to get into the little frame of mind on this particular day, on the 21st of January, where you can relax, chill out, have a mini meditation, and then at the same time, you knock on the universe door and you just ask that particular question, and then you're going to see where is it going to take you. It's so powerful because the Leo energy is just going to give you the strength and power to make this wonderful connection, and this connection is just going to be so strong, and you will be able to feel it. As I said, as soon as you finish this little bit of meditation that you're going to do, straight away after that, you're going to feel like you're part of the slightly different dimension, but very shortly after, you're just going to be really re-energized, and you're going to feel really, really great. And you're also going to realize that you are going to be full of ideas that are going to really motivate you so nicely. It is the combination of Leo energy, powerful Leo energy, and the wolf energy as well. It is all about intuition, energy, confidence, and power. But this intuition that is coming through, it's coming from both Leo and the actual wolf, but especially wolf. You see, it's the intuition and the actual sharpness to make like decisions like really, really quickly. But at the same time, it is just going to help us to kind of feeling kind of drawn towards like things in life that are just going to have a lot of answers to the questions and lots of answers to the problems that we had throughout the year 2018. And this is why this is just going to be so significant, because it's also going to bring a new beginning, which is just going to be a rather wonderful blessing. This is going to be like, I feel like an amazing blessing that we are going to have, an amazing power that we are going to have, that most certainly we need to use. And this is not only, as I said, about, things that we do, like about things like a career-wise and making really good decisions, like about a power, energy, which is absolutely brilliant and is great. And all these qualities, when we have them at the same time, we are able to achieve so much. We are able to do so much. We are able to sense so much, okay? And this is going to be big. This is going to be huge. And I'm talking about the spiritual awakening. This is going to be the day when it's going to be a huge global spiritual awakening that we are all going to have. The 21st of January, and I was waiting until the end of this reading to actually say this. This is going to be huge, this is going to be massive, and this is going to be something on a global level. When I say something on a global level, I'm talking about a spiritual awakening on a global level. We are all going to be one. We are always one. We are one. But especially on the 21st of January, you will see exactly what I mean, because the whole world is going to feel like one person, one feeling, one emotion, one spirit, one angel, just one. And we are going to become, it is going to be a global, massive, major shift of energies like we haven't had in a really long time. At at least 3 or 4 years ago. This happened last time. This is huge. This is massive. This is big. I can't even explain how huge this is going to be. It's all about the spiritual awakening, global spiritual awakening, where people, as I said, like we're all going to be one. We are going to be able to see through things. We are going to be able to understand things. We are going to be able to come to the bottom of the problem where the world was maybe not doing that great. There were a lot of things that are happening around the world, and lots of things were happening around the world for a while, and people can't really explain sometimes. And it can be weird. It can be scary. It can be scary indeed. But the people have been kind of scattered around. The people have been kind of prevented from kind of enjoying this energy to its fullest. Now, when that happens, this is normally caused by other things. When that happens, this is normally caused by other things that come into our lives that can actually distract us from actually realizing what is going on, and realize what stage we are at, and realize there's something really big, something really huge, something really massive. It's happening on a global scale. So we have to just like say to each other, it's time to wake up. And the time when we're going to wake up, it's going to be on the 21st of January. And at the same time, something really big is going to happen, where we're going to see that there is somebody in this world. Someone is holding a key. Someone is going to help us. Someone is going to help every single person in this world. And this one person in particular is holding the key. And the part of the global awakening, this is the part of the spiritual awakening. This is the part of the global awakening, because it's going to affect every single one of us around the world. I cannot explain how powerful this is going to be, okay? So the big spiritual awakening is going to happen on the 21st of January, where lots of us are going to realize something really important. And this is the part of the global shift. And we are going to feel much better, because of course there is going to be a little shift. When the shift happens, it's also lots of energies are really strange and are very unusual, because when the actual shift happens, it means that some people are kind of awake and some people are not kind of awake when it comes to certain things in our lives, you see, in this world. And that's why the shift, when the shift happens, those people that have been like a not awake are about to shift. Those people that have been shifted are going to shift even more. So we're all going to shift together, and it's just going to bring us all together, and it's just going to make us realize what the next step is going to be, what the next thing is going to be, what a way out is going to be in this world, for actually everybody to kind of have a better reflection, and everybody to kind of just see what would be the best way to actually come to the end with the world problems, and what to actually do, and what was actually happening here, and what is actually happening right now. It is very important. It is very, very important for people to realize that they have to come together. This is the most important time since I've been born, since I've known this world. This is the most important time when I think it's very significant for people to get together. We must not fight. We must not have negativities and things like that. We must understand each other. We must all work together. We must all work together. So that people that are having clouded mind, I'm not saying the clouded mind in general, but when it comes to the certain world shift and a certain new spiritual awakening, this is all part of the big spiritual awakening. This is all going to be part of the big shift, and the part of the fact that lots of people were feeling really down because of that. Lots of people were feeling really negative because of that, what is happening in the world right now. You know, lots of people are feeling like really depressed and negative, and lots of people, people were affected, and people are affected by this in many different ways. There are lots of people around the world who can't even kind of see much future. Lots of people, basically what happened is that in between now and in between the future, in between the close future, and especially in between the future which is not that close, there is a lot of darkness, there is a lot of veil, and this is what people feel. This is how people feel. And because of that darkness and because of that veil, because what was happening in the last few years in the world, you see, because of this darkness and veil is really, really thick, And that's why lots of people have lost a motivation, because they're uncertain about their future. They're uncertain about where the world is going. They're uncertain about what is going to happen. So this is why the 21st of January is just going to be so significant and so powerful, because we are going to start coming together. This is the time when people are going to start opening their eyes and finally going to start realizing that now this is the time when we just really have to hold our hands and get together and do something about the negativity that is actually been going around and just bringing people down and just clouding this vision in between in between now and in between the future. People have been greatly affected, and the people's success in general has been greatly affected because they weren't sure about how far they can stretch what they do now and what is going to happen later on, you see. And it's a lot about the certain contemplations that are just going to become very evident, and at the same time it is just this is going to be good, because this is just going to also have a rather nice swift change. After that moment, after that point, there is going to be the swift change. People are going to realize that there is going to need to be like a little sacrifice, which means that after that point things are going to start getting slightly longer, but most certainly after this is a big global shift, okay? And one person in particular is going to come out really powerful out of this. One person in particular in this world, I'm not going to say who this is exactly, but this is a powerful person. This is somebody very significant in this world, and this particular person is just going to be the key to actually for all the people around the world to get together and just kind of go on the whole next step, all next level of this wonderful global shift and spiritual awakening. It's time for people to wake up. 8 months after that, 8 months exactly, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 9, at around September time. September is just going to be the second stage of this journey when it's going to be powerful and very, very significant indeed. So the September 2019 is going to be strongly connected as the second part of this journey, second part of this realization, second part of this spiritual awakening. This is all about the world getting together and having a rather swift change after that moment, after that point. There is going to be certain sacrifice that is just going to be connected to this, but this is going to be really good, because people are going to start feeling so much better about them, about their future, their children. People are also going to start feeling so much better about like them, people being free. People are going to feel revealed after that moment, after that point. There is just a certain because what is also going to happen globally, the certain plan is going to be abandoned. There's something that is going to be abandoned. There is something, someone, somewhere, started certain plan. There is something that affected everybody around the world. So some kind of abandonment is going to happen, and that abandonment is just going to be the direct result of people getting together, and the direct result of people starting to realize globally, what is going to happen. And then at the same time, after that moment, after this time, the whole new inspiration and the potential is going to come. Lots of people are going to be really, really happy, and lots of people are going to start seeing light at the end of the beautiful tunnel. That light in the end of the beautiful tunnel is going to be one of the most significant parts of our lives. All of us who live together, all of us who want to be happy, all of us who live in this world, all of us, all of us together. This is just going to bring the whole new inspiration and potential, and it is just going to bring the wonderful way out of the situation. But the people are real. Some people are realize, oh, maybe I've been on the wrong side, and some people are going to realize, oh, I've been on the right side all this time. Well, this is what's going to happen, basically. So some people are going to realize, oh, I've been on the wrong side, maybe, and the other side is going to realize, I was on the right side. So you just make out of it whatever you like, but it's just going to be so powerful. I cannot even explain, because for many people, like how I can explain this is going to be our homecoming time. This is going to be the time when we all not only all going to get together, but it's just it is a very strong energy that is just going to become very, very powerful and very, very willing, and very significant. And this in itself, it's also going to help to a lot of us, to everybody here, is just going to kind of we're all going to have our homecoming time when it comes to us coming back onto this earth. I'm not saying that we haven't been on this earth, but I'm just saying that the certain things have been clouded crowded, you know, with a lot of things that have been happening that have just kind of prevented people from focusing on their future, and then people subconsciously stop focusing about themselves, stop focusing about their future, stop focusing about their lives, because they're just really busy getting caught of every single moment, every single second. Something is happening that is just taking your attention, that is just taking my attention from what really is happening, from what really is going on. People, we have to get together, and now this is going to be the first starting point. As I said, this is not only about the full moon in Leo, this is not only about the full wolf moon, you know, this is not only about the 21st of January, my babies, but this is just the beginning. This is the beginning. It's going to be the process after this moment. It's going to take some time, okay? But then by the time we get in September 2019, September, it's going to be direct result of what is happening now. We are all about to plant the wonderful seeds. We're all about to make this happen. We are all about to get together, okay? And the seeds that we are going to plant are going to be on the 21st of January, and when we're going to see them like growing really massively, it's going to be in September 2019, when this is all going to completely start making sense, okay? Now, 2019 is going to be the year which is the things are going to start changing, as I said, globally, okay? And now they're going to start going towards the right direction, and it's going to be good, it's going to be powerful. This is going to be probably the biggest global shift and the biggest spiritual awakening since I've been alive. This is going to be huge, this is going to be massive. I cannot explain how important this time is going to be, but the most certainly this is something what we need. The most certainly this is something what we really need as the world, in order to get together, in order to see what's happening, in order to bring the most wonderful solution, and to help to be part of it, to just make it more strong, to make it more powerful. Remember, when we get together, we are very strong. If we are not together, we are not going to be that strong and that powerful. And this is all about us realizing what really is happening, getting really together, and just really focusing on and having a wonderful reflection. And us together, just, my goodness, you know, two people together having like a really strong energy. One person is strong by themselves. Two people have a very strong energy. Three people have a very strong energy. Four people have even stronger energy. Now, lots of people around the world, this energy is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing, okay? Prepare for something big, prepare for something huge, prepare for the massive global awakening, okay? This is the spiritual awakening, which is just going to affect every single one on a global scale, okay? And it's been about the time. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, okay? My name is Sasha Bonasin, I'm a psychic medium. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium.